My people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Batala FC. We are within to discuss this crazy transfer window. Of course, on the channel, we break down what happens at Cobham and with the Blues, but you have to consider your contenders, your competition. So today, shall we break down Newcastle, Man United, Liverpool to some degree, maybe other clubs that will come into the conversation? Let's free roam. Let's have some fun. You get me? So I'd like to start with Man United because over the last 24 hours or so, I can't even count how many times I've asked myself the question, where are Manchester United getting the money?
How? Hold on, bro. How?
And the easy answer is Jim Ratcliffe just injected a few funds into the whole structure, right? As much as he saved money by letting go of so many staff members, maybe he's put some money in with the faith that Amorim just needs to be backed and they can climb the table. That's the easy answer. If you spoke to a Man United fan about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and you asked them, can you guys afford Šeško or even afford a striker over 60 million? You would have probably gotten the answer that they don't have the money. But now they'll spend over 200 million. Liverpool, Chelsea, and Man United. If you make a summation of the money spent across these three clubs, it's over 600 million in this window. That's crazy. But in Man United's case, Mbuemo, 70 million, Mateus Cunha, 60 million, now Šeško potentially 85 million, taking them over 200 million. PSR, FSR, those guys need to be investigated. You can't come at a Chelsea fan. Chelsea done made 117 million by just winning a month-long tournament. So we've balanced them books somehow, some way. Man United, we need to check your books. You get me? But yeah, potential front three: Benjamin Šeško in the front line, Buemo and Cunha maybe as potential tens. Maybe Bruno Fernandes gets a bit of a deep lying role in the system. We shall see. We shall see. The money being spent in this window is testament that football is going a certain direction. There's so much money in the game. There's so much money in sports overall, globally. You know, it's not just football, F1, all these other sports, but football is now taking a front seat at the forum. You look at Saudi. And if we're going to Saudi now, I'd like to sway towards Liverpool because Darwin Núñez is likely to join Al Hilal. Looks like there's an agreement in place. So if you think about it, because we're all asking ourselves, how do Ekitike and Isak fit into Liverpool's system? Darwin Núñez is leaving, and then they lost another forward for the most painful reasons in Diogo Jota. So they've lost two forwards, they've replaced two forwards if they do get Isak over the line. But it's looking like Isak is very keen to join the Premier League champions. He looks nowhere else but Anfield as his next destination. So that should be a here we go within the coming weeks, which is a scary prospect. Now, Isak, where is he right now? He's a Newcastle player. So let's talk a bit of Newcastle. Guys, Newcastle, what's going on? What's going on? I understand the memes. I understand the memes are bad. You know, you've been rejected more than this, more than that. You get rejected at every corner. But in all honesty, Eddie Howe is a brilliant manager, in my opinion. Possibly, arguably, the best English manager out there at the moment. He won the Carabao Cup. Now, if you look at Man United versus Newcastle and you're asking yourself, why would Šeško choose Manchester United? Clearly, it's a case of stature, guys. Man United have a lot more stature. Think about it historically. Think about who Man United are in a global spectrum or from the global scale. Man United is Man United as much as we can hate. So Newcastle, they only won a trophy now after 50 years, 50 plus years, whilst Man United have won a couple of trophies, even in the last 3 years. Haven't they won three trophies in the last 3 years? So yeah, it's painful. It's painful for a Newcastle fan. And if I'm listing them, top of the dome, Liam Delap was a Newcastle target. Joao Pedro was a Newcastle target. We all know where they joined. You know where they went. Šeško now. They've tried to hold on to Isak. They just can't. They failed to do so. There have been more players. These are just the ones that have come to mind in this moment. So if Isak leaves, it looks like Newcastle might come for our boy, our African brother, who we've quoted to be around 80 million. But I do believe Chelsea will sober up a bit, maybe try to bring it closer to 70 million so as to find a suitable buyer. But Nicholas Jackson could be a magpie, could join the Toon army come next season. And I think Jackson needs it for his own career because it looks like Maresca ain't got plans for the boy, if I'm being honest. But to go back, guys, because it's in my mind, right? Where are Man United getting this money? I know I'm digressing. So you know what scenario I thought about? You guys have watched Shrek, right? We've all watched Shrek. If you haven't watched Shrek, I'll pray for you. Let's pray for them people in the comments.
May the force be with you.
So there's that moment where that Lord Farquaad, he's asking, show me the princess, so on and so forth. Then he chooses Princess Fiona, right? And then the mirror wants to explain to the guy, bruv, she's going to turn into an ogre at sunset. But Lord Farquaad's like, hey, I'm not trying to hear that part. I'm not trying to hear that part. I think that's what happened in Man United. So someone walked into Jim Ratcliffe's office, right? And I wish I could play this in terms of like TikTok, but just follow me, guys. Follow with me. Someone walked into Jim Ratcliffe's office and said, Ruben Amorim has won the Premier League. Hey, Premier League! He won the Premier League. Give that man 100 million to spend. Give him Benjamin Šeško. But sir, we didn't. Hey. I'm not trying to hear the rest. So they didn't let him finish that it was the Premier League Summer Series. They didn't let him finish. So Jim Ratcliffe is out there feeling like a Premier League champion. Now he's releasing funds. Let's hope it doesn't stab him in the back. You get me? I think that's what happened. Because where are Man United getting this money? It's madness, guys. It's madness. Last point, guys, before I let y'all go. Christopher Nkunku. We're not finding a suitable buyer at the moment. I really wish we would have listened in when Bayern Munich were keen on the player, because we could have gotten this over the line. We know we're great negotiators as Chelsea Football Club. Now it looks tricky. There are other players, of course. Raheem Sterling, Axel Disasi, Renato Vega, Ben Chilwell, Connie Chukwuemeka. I see all these 5 players, including Nkunku, I see them all leaving the club. In this past week, we've done great business in terms of outgoings. Leslie Ugochukwu's gone. Armando Broya is gone. And it's funny because Armando Broya, Leslie Ugochukwu, and Bashir Humphreys, former Chelsea players, all representing Burnley. It's going to be nice to play Burnley next season, see how the boys are performing, possibly make them suffer on the pitch. You get me? We have quality as Chelsea. It's immense. You get me? So Christopher Nkunku, let's find him a buyer. I think he should go back to Germany. I think I've said this on the channel. I might sound like a broken record. You get me? And Chukwuemeka also likely to go to Germany. Dortmund seem keen. Initially, there were some chats around him joining Leipzig in part of the deal for Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons. But no, before I digress again, Chukwuemeka, may he join Dortmund. I think that's a good move. Of course, his friend was Jamie Gitsons, but now Jamie Gitsons has joined the club where Chukwuemeka was. So they might just do a flip. You get me? So I thought I was going to close off with Christopher Nkunku, but Xavi Simons, what is going on? What is going on?
I'm being serious.
Give us our player, Leipzig. Hey. Hi, guys. You know what? I can't take a hiatus because tomorrow we're going to do a preview for our game against Leverkusen. So I was going to say maybe we take a break until Xavi Simons is confirmed. But at any moment, I'm expecting him to be confirmed. He has to be. You get me? Shout out for tuning in, guys. Blessings on this Wednesday. We are within. We'll be back. Let's get it, y'all.